Okay, welcome back everyone. Costin here with more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Just loading the save. Got a bit of adjustment that I want to do over here. So I am using dynamic vibrance right here. Maybe I do want to switch it. Yeah, that should do it. So one of the things that this game does use is a bloom effect. I've disabled that bloom effect. I've also enabled the dynamic vibrance from RTX HDR so that when I'm in darker areas, but there's a source of light, I can actually, see shit without having to do this.
God be with you, lad. I need to ask you something.
Oh, Christ.
Coob is in a bad way. He got shot. He needs to rest. What do you want from him?
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. Our mill was like suddenly in the middle of a battlefield. In the evening, some men burst in on us, herded us into the barn and wouldn't let anyone out. And then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell itself. Awful. Dreadful.
Easy. You have nothing to fear now, lass. What did you hear from the barn?
Branches snapping, horses whinnying, yelling, and infernal crashes and bangs. We tried to flee, but Cooper was hit in the shoulder by an arrow.
We hid until it was all over. And then, by then, them bastards had other things to worry about. They took some captives.
Well, who were those cutthroats?
Some of them wore Lord Nebag's colors, but it wasn't his men. We know his men. They ride by the mill often enough and sometimes stop off for a chat.
I'm looking for two friends. The innkeeper told me they were involved in that skirmish. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page. Have you heard those names?
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, half the domain knows them. They was hanged.
My God! Surely not. There must have been lots of people there. Maybe you made a mistake in the confusion.
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure? How far away were you? What happened exactly?
I'm just saying what I saw. That's all.
I'm asking if you're sure. Would you swear to God? Well, speak!
Before Almighty God? Well, maybe. I mean, it was all a bit chaotic, that's true.
I'll leave you to get some rest. I must find my friends, however they ended up. Da Deus Fortunae.
Oh, was that Latin? Are you a priest or what?
Aye, I'm a priest. Well, I used to be.
Merciful Mother of God. That's some good fortune at least. Could you bless Cooper, please? Maybe he'll get better if you put a word in for him with the Almighty.
Of course. I'd be happy to. Benedictio Domini sit vobiscum. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Father. Here, take this and pray for us, please.
All right. Of course I will. Farewell, my friends.
Please, God,
And you're supposed to believe there's justice in the world.
What am I supposed to do with that damn ring? There doesn't seem to be much use of it. Hold on. Alright, so the speed is... Jeez, he certainly has a horse, doesn't he?
I have to find them first.
Like, I understand that you want darkness to be the thing, but it's kind of the problem when it's too dark and you have conversations. Besides, when it is actually dark, our eyes adjust, so it's like...
Come on, Gibby. Let's go.
Yeah!
I wonder what happens to his horse, though.
Go!
I'm supposed to take a left at the crossroads. Well, this must be that chapel. Now to the right, and down to the woods.
Yeah! Go!
The tracks lead to the right. I'd better tread carefully. The company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover.
Easy, easy!
Wagons. They probably used them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. They rained arrows down on them. Good God, what a bloodbath.
Stop gaping and clear off, or are you looking for trouble?
God almighty. Bless their souls. And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trapped, in any case. The innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. It looks like a Turkish raiding party swept through here.
Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more step and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what to do with you.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwin. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle is what happened. And the best side won. Us. Now I've got to clear up this mess.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us, but it wasn't enough.
Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so. So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein and his page.
The Lord of Perkstein.
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
Right, fellas, we'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double. Did you hear what I fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Let's see if you're as good with that sword as with your tongue. Come on then, you assholes!
Okay, so there's some problems with regards to anti-aliasing. Like, it's too... It's too sharp. That's a problem. Hold on. Maybe there is a way? Because I'm feeling like sharpening. There is a mod, indeed. I'm kind of annoyed. Like, it's not a bad game by any stretch of imagination. It works, but it's like, it feels like I have to tweak a lot of things in order to get, you know, a lot of this shit sorted out. So I'm just going to restart the game in order to fix this. So there's a problem. Like, granted, the game by default is not meant to support this, right? Hello. So what's happening with regards to the sharpening is happening because I'm using the new transformer model for the LSS, right? And that is causing the issue. So I forced the LSS4 through the NVIDIA app, but the problem is it's causing sharpening issues, especially since I've disabled depth of field and bloom and all kinds of things. This should hopefully fix it. We'll see. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. What do I know? There's just all kinds of weirdness happening. But anyway, let's go meet, let's defeat the bandits and meet Jan Zizka. Come on.
You won't get me!
Oh.
Get ready to leave. You haven't a chance!
Should have fucking stayed on.
Someone!
Take that fucker out, damn it! You sorry fucker!
Thanks to God and the Blessed Virgin.
Okay, so that didn't work, but that might just be because... Okay, so let me try again. Mod manifest, hold on. So, XML version, hold on. Alright, let's see if... Okay. Hold on. No depth of field, no camera. Hold on. Trying to find a solution. No, it was updated recently, so it should work, but it's not. Let me try something else. Okay. This might fix it. It might not. Hopefully it does. And then we get to deal with some other fun stuff. Okay. Where's the lady with the goats? Over there. What's that supposed to
And
rip?
it's done. Fuck. That was something.
Right?
They got what they had coming, the fucking thieves.
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domini.
You really know how to wield a sword. Tell me, where did you learn to fight like that? And leave God out of it this time?
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age?
Till recently, I was the parish priest in Užice, near Sasau.
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not gonna dig graves for those fuckers.
Leave them to rot without a Christian burial. Nobody deserves that. Not even enemies. And besides, those corpses could attract wolves from the forest.
Sod the wolves. Let them fill their bellies.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What castle?
Nabokov. Although, castle might be a strong word for it. So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
I gave my word.
Who to? Who's looking for them?
Lord Hanush of Lipa, Lord Capen's guardian.
Hanush, you say?
Do you know him?
I know who he is, but I couldn't say we're friends. Look, that's Nabokov up on the left. Got a commanding view of the whole valley. Tell me, you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah! Yeah!
Go!
Yeah!
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him.
I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
Greetings, Captain. Are you the one who came up with that diabolical ruse in the ravine? Remarkable work, I can't deny. If you did that on a larger scale, you'd go down in history.
I'd never have expected such an accolade from a priest.
Folk all over the domain are saying all hell broke loose there. Terrible bangs, smoke, but I don't see the devil in it. More like Schwarzpulver. Black powder. Am I right?
They definitely didn't teach you that in the seminary. Who the hell are you?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
And you don't look much like the lord of this fortress. I don't even know your name.
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergau's army to conquer this fortress, and they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
I've no idea how they got mixed up in everything, but they only came here to deliver a message. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Bergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it, believe me. But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, Father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
How much do you have in mind?
You're not even able to name a figure. What kind of negotiator are you?
I'm not a negotiator. I have a task to fulfill, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergo, and I'd have to party with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergov's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops!
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Rebellion! They're attacking!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Looks like you know how to use a blade.
Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Hungary?
Kosovo. If you help me, I'll let them go.
Up and at them! Kill them to the last man!
You're outnumbered, you shit! You haven't a chance!
Hey! Get him!
You won't get away with that, bastard!
Knock him down! Kill them all! It's a rebellion!
You're no match for us!
Hey! Everyone's hurt it! You'll get another right away!
You're going to fuck with us?
Back him on the head!
Swine!
Victor's the one who doesn't shit himself.
It might be old, but I'm not ripping off.
I'll rip your arse open! You won't get that!
That one hit the mark.
God on the foot.
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
It looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toth and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late!
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you, well, we'll see about you.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt! Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are? Where's my sword? Who is this? Man. Surely you're not gonna listen to some vagabond? What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
What's he talking about?
Well, you clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows!
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered!
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka, you want it at the gate?
Shit. I'm Not done with you yet.
Now you're done for. You'll pay for everything you've done.
Why do you think so? The little misunderstanding with the captain will get sorted out soon enough, one way or another. What's interesting is that you cross my path again when I'm doing what I do best. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Siaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zizka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
I'm glad you've revealed your true nature here in front of everyone. Zizka will be pleased to hear it.
Will the captain believe someone who attacked him with von Burgau's forces, or me? That remains to be seen.
I'm sure Sir Yaramir will confirm it.
Sir Yaramir isn't stupid enough to want to get rid of the only ally he has to hand. Isn't that right, Sir Yaramir?
We'll see.
Assuming there will be any discussion with the captain.
You're just trying to wriggle out of it.
You may be in for a surprise, Lord Capon.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Burgov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being, wait and see.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup plan.
I'll be free before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zizka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zizka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come. Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine!
You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell!
Eric! Just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No, we've got to flee now.
There'll be time when we meet again.
What the fuck was that?
Fuck it!
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can't you even deliver a letter?
I will get those fuckers.
They're riding to Trotsky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army? Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier, and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other. Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam. I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zizka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know what Jobst is like, and I don't trust him one bit. But we came here to try to get von Bergov and the League of Lords to parley and end this war. We're on the same side.
You're right, and it's a good thing you don't trust that snake. I've been double-crossed by him so many times that I won't make the mistake of trusting him again. I'm glad we've cleared that up. And now, I'd like to know how you two got from delivering a message to riding with von Berghaus men.
Von Bergov maneuvered us into it. It was easy to win us over. Zizka here attacked us first, and then von Bergov. And Istvan was with him too.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band, and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
How did Semyon come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. The same with the Miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
How did you manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on! I think you can trust us after all that's happened, can't you?
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Bergov, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Bergov.
You killed all my men! They were good lads!
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Did you want to kill von Bergov?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Bergov's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Bergov instead of telling him you were at Nebukov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason. So no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between you.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Bergov may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
Oh, fucking hell. God. Holy shit!
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester. I'll have to clean that out.
Just get it over with. Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Bergov comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And keep your hands off our Clara. Got it? But if you really want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the cart.
I think I know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. And dig their graves. Hellishly long day today. Thank God we managed to survive until evening. Now it's time to go to those who were not so lucky.
At least they now have eternal peace. From everything, and they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
By the lesser evil, do you mean our new ally whose eye you almost put out?
I'd like to hear what you think of him.
I think deep down... he's a good fella. It's just, well... he tends to overdo the whole notion of the end justifying the means.
And that's bad.
It's never good to accept death as a permanent part of your life. If you don't watch out, you'll end up drowning in all that spilt blood. Well, maybe all these hardships will be for the best. Everything has a reason. In the end, we're the lucky ones. We're still alive, unlike others, eh?
Some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now. The best thing you can do for their souls, and yours, to find peace, is to dig graves for them. But enough of that. We still have another burning question. Why didn't von Berghoff come with you to the battle in person?
He was expecting an important visitor. I just heard it was someone from Prague.
That doesn't help us. So, Prague is full of politicians and traitors. Well, it seems that has nothing to do with what happened here.
Hold on.
We're here.
I think I'm going to quit the game to solve the problem. That should do it. Okay, that should hopefully fix that. There we go. It just wasn't working, I guess. So the anti-aliasing was effed. Okay. I need to repair my armor. All right.
Exaudi rationem meam.
Do you know anything about Teresa from the RatEmperor?
You mean that nice girl who saved your life in the ruins of Skalitz?
Aye. If she hadn't shown up that time, Runt would have killed me. So do you know what she's up to?
Why? Did you promise her something?
Well, like you said, she's a kind girl and quite pretty as well. I'd like to see her again when we get back to Sasau.
I didn't hear anything new about her in these last few days since she left. But if she likes you, I'm sure she'll wait for you.
Who's looking after the church while you're here?
Well, whoever it is, it's no concern of mine.
Wait, so you weren't kidding? You aren't a priest anymore?
I'm afraid not. That little evening escapade of ours, and your sermon in the church, didn't escape the bishop's attention.
Ah. Someone turned you in, eh?
Let's just say I've had a running dispute with our bailiff for quite some time now. And what happened didn't help my case much.
So what are you gonna do now?
I don't know. Maybe I should earn a living getting people out of trouble.
Why not? You're good at it.
But I'm too old for that now.
Ah, that's called experience, Godwin. Do you think we did enough for those poor souls?
We did what was necessary.
That's good. Bloody tired.
Oh, come now, you're young. You can't be all that worn out. I have something that'll get your blood pumping.
Oh, Godwin, couldn't I... Can it wait?
No, wait. You'll see. It'll kick your arse for you.
I think I'll lie down and wait for it.
Come to the castle moat. I'll wait for you there.
Okay. So I do wonder if I can wash my clothes somewhere. I'll worry about that in just a moment.
Come on! You're...
What's going on?
This'll interest you. Our friend here will show you what his diabolical contraption can do.
It's called a pistol. You'll see something you've never seen before. With this contraption, as you call it, you can shoot down a knight in armor, horse and all.
I've already seen what it can do. A weapon like that killed the Chamberlain this morning.
Let's not worry about that now, all right? You have a unique chance to try it out. From the right end for a change.
Have you ever shot one, Godwin?
Me? Never. But at the Battle of Kosovo, I witnessed what damage bronze bells filled with black powder can do.
I've heard of those. Those must have been bombards. A terrible weapon of the Turkish Sultan.
Is that gunpowder I smell here?
That's right. It's Schwarzpulver, or gunpowder. It may stink, but it's damn flammable.
And pretty explosive if you don't know how to use it, eh? How do you shoot with that?
It's not that hard, when you're careful.
Alright. But just tell me the most important details.
Shooting from a pistol isn't difficult. It has a barrel in the front which is loaded with gunpowder, a ball, and wadding. As soon as it's loaded in that order, you put the gun under your shoulder and light it with a wick. But watch out for the recoil. It's awfully powerful, like being kicked by a horse.
Oh, that doesn't sound bad, does it, Henry?
We'll see about that. Good. Let's try shooting.
Careful now. I don't want to have to go looking for all your pieces.
Well, you look like you're all in one piece, so you'll surely be the best teacher.
That's true. So far, I've only had to have 2 fingers stitched back on.
What?
But don't worry. I'm sure beginner's luck will protect you.
Maybe a prayer would help more.
Good idea. O merciful God, be kind and protect us so we don't blow our arses off. Amen.
So let's get to it. Great!
Look and learn. My God, this really is a diabolical contraption. Holy balls! What a racket! And that stench! Ah!
It's got quite a kick, huh?
What a load of bollocks!
Hitting something with that would take a miracle.
It's a miracle we still have both our arms.
Aye. I once saw it rip a bloke's face off, along with half his body.
Such an accurate shot. From how many paces?
None. He was the one doing the shooting.
Sweet mother of Jesus.
A diabolically dangerous weapon.
I told you so. This is the weapon of the future.
I'd like to see that.
No problem. I have one handgun here, and it's no good to placard anymore. Do you want it?
It's definitely not for me. Let the youngster here take it.
What? Seriously?
Of course. Here you go. But I don't have much gunpowder left. So you have to find some yourself.
And if you have all the saints on your side, it might not kill you straight off.
Thank you very much. I'll see what I can do with it.
All right, then. Thanks for the demonstration, Master. We have a long journey ahead of us tomorrow. I'm going to hit the hay. You do what you want, but keep out of trouble. Got it?
Coming up.
It was a hard bloody day today, eh?
I swear, I don't know how many more times we're gonna have to change sides before luck smiles on us.
Look on the bright side. We survived. And that's the main thing, right? I hear we're going back to RatEmperor tomorrow.
Great. I'll be glad to see the back of Trotsky and fucking von Berghoff once and for all. Though I'd rest easier if he was dead. I was humiliated, ambushed, wounded, and nearly hanged, all because of him. Just because I was trying to do the responsible thing.
You did what you could. It's just that circumstances turned against us.
Exactly. Thank you, Henry. Even Hanush will have to admit our mission couldn't have succeeded under the circumstances. Either way, I'll never forget this little trip of ours.
Same here. Audentes fortuna jivat.
Ha ha ha! Exactly. Well, now it's all over. So, what do you say to rolling a few dice together?
If you have anything to bet with, my lord.
Don't worry about me. What about you? Aren't you completely skinned?
Thanks for your concern, but I still have a few groschen.
Maybe not for long. Enough talk. Let's let the wings of our fortuna carry us away. I'm really surprised you challenged me. I don't like to lose. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. That's enough. Your turn. Well, you're not afraid of anything. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Coming up. There's a nice view from here.
There was a look on the eye here.
Great. So just because
you did
exactly. Even well,
if you
don't worry.
Thanks.
Maybe enough to. I'm really surprised you challenged me. I don't like to lose. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. Kurva! God's holy britches. How come I always lose so disgracefully?
Because I cheat disgracefully? No. Because you play so deplorably?
Oh, right, that's it. All the blame is on my head again. Come one, come all. Lord Capon of Perkstein is on trial again. It's been quite a while since I was last on the gallows.
And you drew quite a crowd last time, eh?
Oh, my God. Oh, what a disgrace that was.
Well, it's one way of catching attention, though.
I'd rather catch the attention of a local wench. Aye. Wine, women, and song. All our problems began the day I abandoned that simple philosophy of life.
You want to enjoy life again? So, back to the original plan?
Indeed. But I might just have learned something after all.
And can I hear this great revelation of yours?
I have arrived at the conclusion that a bad day is just a bad day. And it doesn't mean your whole life is fucked up. And also, things always look better in the morning. The sooner I lie down, the better chance there is of nothing else fucking up today. So, I shall bid you good night, my friend.
Not a chance, you idiot.
Who are you calling an idiot? Only an idiot would wait.
Wish you a blessed evening.
Just like our men.
Plenty of ours are already pushing up these.
Enough! What's going on here?
And what's it to you, eh?
I've been told not to treat those wounded prisoners in the cellar.
Keep your nose out of this, mate.
I'm afraid I have bad news. Those prisoners need treatment.
Of course. Sir Michael was right.
Exactly. He said you Trotsky folks are nothing but trouble.
First of all, I'm not from Trotsky. And second, these two are noblemen. And if they survive, I reckon you'll get a fine ransom for them. But maybe they'll survive anyway. It's up to you.
One of them is bleeding. If he doesn't get some help, he'll soon be with the Lord.
Bloody hell.
What do you think, Pashko?
Fine. Let Clara take care of them then. But don't waste your precious time with them, all right? Our men have priority. Let's go, Jakey. We've got more important things to do.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Thanks for sticking up for those prisoners, Henry. They're in rough shape.
I just stood up for my friends. Besides, I would have missed Herman's jokes.
But our people will think you're a traitor.
I would have been more of a traitor if I'd left those two to their fate. By the way, thanks for taking care of them, Clara.
It's not like I had much of a choice. I wasn't going to let them suffer.
You're incredible, you know. The fellas at the fortress surely have no idea what a treasure they have in you.
A treasure smeared with blood that smells of bile, and even worse things.
Ah, they should bow to you. How many of them have you saved from hell?
How would I know? I'm no priest, just an ordinary girl who knows a bit about herbs and can use a needle and thread.
Well, like I said, they should be grateful and not talk back to you.
Gratitude has many forms. Sorry, but I have too much work to do. We can talk later.
You tricked me last time.
What are you talking about?
You lured me out of the fortress and detained me so I couldn't easily go back, eh?
And you ate it all up willingly. If you want to scold anyone, you can start with yourself.
I wanted to help you. And you lied to my face.
Ah, now. Don't look at me like that. We needed to distract you somehow so you wouldn't go sniffing around. And I simply had a certain advantage.
So, you were ordered to do it? I should have known.
No, you idiot! I liked you. And when I heard what they were planning to do to you in that ravine, I wept for you.
Now, hold on. Don't get upset. I don't know what to think about all this. You got me to tell you all about knights, bring you flowers, and now I really feel like a fool.
I'm not angry, but I'm not going to apologize to you for it either. Maybe just for that idiot bit.
That's a good start.
I don't want for us to end up as complete strangers, but now I really have to look after the wounded. I hope there'll be more time later.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Like what? Can you even do anything other than wave that stupid piece of steel around?
I'm sorry, Clara. I'm just trying to make myself useful.
There are a lot of injured here that probably won't survive the night without help. I hope you can do something for them.
I know a bit about potions, and I've seen my fair share of serious injuries.
In that case, thank God you're here. I'll go and prepare some more medicine and make a round visiting the injured. In the meantime, you go to the lower castle. There are more men there who need to be treated.
What are their names?
Mark, Sverk, and that poor Godsleek. You'll find medicine and bandages in the chest in my cabin. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Henry, you don't know how glad I am to see you.
Sam! Is that you, lad? Well, you're in better shape than the two of us here.
Thank God you're alive.
Ah, don't jinx it. They could still finish us off.
So, is there anything I can do for you?
There is. You can tell us why they let you go and why we're still sitting under lock and key.
Well, I don't like to admit it, but I was a fool. Von Bergov deceived us. He was never interested in an alliance with our lords.
Kurva, you joined that riffraff? What kind of idiot are you?
Leave him alone, Herman. It's not his fault. We all serve someone, right?
I have nothing against you fellas. Quite the contrary. It's von Bergov who...
You don't have to justify yourself to us. I just hope fate won't set us against each other again.
Aye, then it might not end up in just a friendly conversation, lad.
Just so you understand, we have our honor, and we won't betray it.
I see you're injured, but don't worry. I've arranged for Clara to treat you.
Clara? Is that some local girl?
Aye. She knows all about healing and herbs. She'll try to make you feel better soon.
Thanks for not leaving us high and dry.
Aye. Thanks for putting in a good word for us.
Hang in there. You're not in any danger anymore. Does anything hurt, Mark?
I'm all right. I just have a headache. I always walk away on my own 2 feet.
You're talking bollocks. Let me take a look at your wounds.
I'm just really tired. I need some sleep. Leave me alone and go and treat someone else.
You threw up and you got a bloody wound on your left leg, and you're talking nonsense. I'll take a look at your head. It could be a concussion.
Oh, come on, I'm fine. Just a little tired.
Is there a cut under all that blood on your head? You've got a cut and some bruising. You took a hard hit to the head, didn't you?
What do I know? It was one hit after another. It all just blurred together.
I see you've got a cut on your leg.
Aye, but that's nothing.
It could get infected. It'll have to be treated. Maybe a strong elixir would do the trick.
Is that really necessary?
Even a healing potion isn't a cure-all. I'll still have to treat you properly.
Come on, I'm fine. Don't waste your time on me.
All right. I reckon I know what's wrong with you, Mark. I I'll clean and bandage your wounds, but most importantly, don't fall asleep, Mark. You've got a head injury.
Ah, come on, don't be silly. I'm perfectly fine. I'll just take a little nap and I'll be right as rain.
I'll try to treat you.
You sure about that?
I'll clean that wound for you. Let's try this.
Bloody hell, lad. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Stop your griping and hold still. Good. That's that. I'm gonna dress your wound. I'll just wrap it around here and tie it up here.
Sakra. Be careful.
Finished. This is as good as it'll get.
Not even worth mentioning.
I could use some sort of potion. This will put you back on your feet. Guaranteed.
I'm fine, really.
I reckon we're done here. I treated you the best I could.
Aye. So you did.
I cleaned and dressed your wounds, but you have a concussion.
I know. I could really use some shut-eye, but I don't have any shoes. Sorry.
You're spouting nonsense. But that's the concussion talking. Hopefully it'll wear off soon. At least somebody fell asleep. You may not be dead, but you don't look all that great either, Kozlik. All right, let's take a look at you. Christ, I have to change that stinking bandage on your leg. And there's likely something wrong with your head, too. This isn't good. I'll take a look at your head. That blood in your hair isn't yours. But you've got quite a fever. I should take a look at his belly, too. Nothing serious. Just a few bruises. It doesn't look like you'd have any internal injuries. Let's take a look at that wounded leg of yours. Bloody hell. That bandage stinks. I'll have to treat it properly. Maybe some kind of potion would help. Aqua Vitalis or an antidote could help him. But I still have to treat him. Alright, I think I know what I need. I'll clean and dress your wound, but I'll have to cauterize it, or else the gangrene will kill you. Maybe it's for the best that you're sleeping. At least you hold still. Let's have a look at you. The best way to cauterize the wound is with gunpowder. I'll just pour a little right on the wound. And now to light it. Oh, Christ. Oh, what a stench. Damned fever. Didn't even wake up. The poor bloke's at death's door. At any rate, the wound's cauterized. It won't be festering now. I have to change his bandage. I'll just tighten it a little here. There we are. Tear it off, tie it up, and we're done. That looks good. And that takes care of the bandaging. I could use a potion for that fever. All right, this should help. I'll lift his head up a little so he doesn't choke. You didn't drink much and fell back asleep. Oh well, what can you do? Well, that's that. I did all I can do. That won't fester anymore. And I reckon his fever will break soon enough. You'll soon be better, God willing. I came to treat you. What happened to you?
I took a blow to the ribs, and my right leg hurts like hell. I'm fine otherwise.
Let me take a look at your wounds.
Just be careful, all right? I'm aching all over.
Don't worry, my friend. I'll just take a peek. And here. Aye, yes. You've got a bruise on your chest and some dried blood.
Oh. Well, that doesn't sound so bad, does it?
No, but you also have a pretty swollen ankle.
And what can we do about that?
I don't know yet. I'll have to take a closer look at it first. Let me have a look at your chest. Your ribs aren't just bruised. You've got a gash as well.
And what about it?
It's not too serious. I'll just have to clean the wound before bandaging it. Otherwise, you could get an ugly infection. I'll take a look at your foot. It's quite swollen.
How bad is it?
Nothing too serious. You just sprained your ankle. If we bandage it up nice and tight, you should be on your feet by tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
I could give you some sort of potion.
You know potions too, do you?
But not even a chamomile potion can fix everything. I'll have to treat you as well.
Oh, I'd appreciate it, lad.
All right. I think I know what's wrong with you, Zverk. Your ankle just needs to be bound. But I'll also have to clean, stitch up, and bandage that wound on your chest. A buck's blood potion would do you good. Or at least some chamomile for your ankle.
Aye. It sounds like I just might pull through. But a drink would really hit the spot. I'm thirsty as hell. Could you get me something?
Let's get to it. I'm gonna treat you.
All right. Do what you have to. Just make it quick.
I'll rub some of this decoction on your ankle.
You think that will help?
This should help the swelling go down.
Oh, it feels better already.
I'll clean that wound on your side, otherwise it'll fester.
Is it that bad?
Aye. Gangrene is pretty bad. This'll do.
Oh, I prefer something a bit stronger.
The main thing is that it does what it's supposed to. I'll have to sew up that wound on your chest.
Make it quick, before I shit myself from the pain.
I'll just make a few quick stitches. That's it.
Christ! Ah! Fuck!
Damn it. Stop squirming around, Zverk. I'm trying to concentrate. One more knot. There we go.
Mother of God! That wasn't exactly painless, mate.
I'll bind that ankle of yours and bandage your chest. There. I'll wrap it up like this and tie it up here.
Ah, Sakra! Well then, is that it?
All done. Now just don't make any sudden movements, Zverk.
Thanks. It seems to be holding well.
Well, that's the dressing done. Now for the rest. I'll give you something to drink.
About fucking time. Some wine would be nice. Or at least some ale.
This'll have to do.
Damn it. Couldn't you get something better?
All right. That's all's work. I treated your wounds. The best thing you can do now is get some sleep.
Christ. You really are a good healer. I feel better already. Really. Thanks a lot.
Are you the local blacksmith?
What do you want from me? We didn't herd sheep together, so bugger off.
What the hell's the matter with you?
If you don't stop staring at me, I'll kick your ass, you fucker. For my brother, too.
What happened to your brother?
He died in that fucking ravine because of noble bastards like you. It'll only be fair if I cut you down.
You want revenge for your brother? I understand.
What?
Von Berg.
Shit.
Aye.
Wait, you're a...
Aye.
But look, if you're a blacksmith and our ally now too, I reckon you could give me a hand with something. What do you say?
What's the matter, Bull?
Apart from having a barrel full of scrap here that's supposed to be repaired by tomorrow, there's absolutely fuck all going on.
As a blacksmith myself, I don't envy you at all.
Well, you came at just the right time then. I could use a hand here. There's a pile of iron in that barrel over there that needs fixing up before we leave.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
You'll really help me? Great! The lads would be bloody delighted if you fixed up their weapons.
I repaired those broken weapons.
Bloody hell! That would have taken me a week. Actually, I reckon I couldn't even do it in a year. Oh, my hands just ain't no good for it. All they're good for is bashing people's skulls in. What about you? Do you like fighting?
My hands prefer foraging over killing. Here you go, Bull.
Bloody hell. Thanks, mate. If you ever need anything, just let me know. And this is for you. I hope it comes in handy.
What do you have for...
Oh, see you later. Have a good evening.
Michael sent me here to help you load the cart.
What? But I don't need any help from you, servant. You lot killed many of our good men this morning. I feel like punching your teeth in.
What happened wasn't my fault. I'm just an ordinary blacksmith's son. And I serve Lord Capon, just like you obey your Captain Zizka. We're both just ordinary commoners. So why break each other's bones for our lords, eh?
Haha. You've got a mouth on you. But you're right about that. What do us commoners care for noble horses, huh? Well, take the sacks next to the cart and throw them up. Let's get this over with. I tell you, man, you certainly are a hard worker. Let's forget all that shit from before, huh? It's all good. What do you say?
All right. I was happy to help, but you owe me one.
Of course. If you ever need anything, let me know.
Hey! Farewell, sir.
Okay. So, that's where we're at. Okay, let's see. Okay. Well, that's not enough. There's more stuff to be done. Hello, hello, hello. So I think I need some horseshoes. Okay.
That idiot bull can't even...
You take care of the horses here?
Aye, that would be me, unfortunately. I'm just trying to think of what to do, because things aren't looking good.
What's wrong? Are they injured from battle?
Aye, that too. One of the mares took the brunt of it, the poor thing. She wasn't as lucky as you. Sacra! I almost shot you at that mill this morning, fella. You're bloody lucky our captain saved you.
How did it all happen anyway? Why were you with that bastard from Trotsky?
That's a long story. Just tell me what I can do to help.
Well, I have some horses in the stable that need shoeing. If we're gonna go anywhere tomorrow, that is. But Steer, the blacksmith, is dead. And his brother can't even forge a nail.
And how many horseshoes do you need?
All I need is enough to shoe the last 3 horses. But the 2 horseshoes I found lying around here are useless.
You're in luck. I'm a bit of a blacksmith myself. Any journeyman can make a horseshoe.
That really is quite the coincidence. I'd be happy to pay you for your work.
All right. But I'm gonna need a forge and an anvil.
Don't worry about that. You'll find Bull in the castle forge. He's a hearty fella, but all thumbs when it comes to smithing. Tell that numbskull to let you use the forge for a while. I wish you a blessed evening.
Show me your way.
All right. That should do it.
It's almost finished. It's already cooled off. It's not worth it.
Okay. Okay.
It's almost finished.
Okay. That should be enough.
You're in luck. It just so happens I have those horseshoes here.
Do you normally carry that much iron around on you?
Happy to help. Is there anything else I can do?
No, I'll shoe the horses myself. Here's something for your help. Thanks a lot, my friend. See you soon, my friend.
I think I could use another Savior Schnapps potion. What? How did I kill 30 fucking civilians? What? How? I'm sorry, but that statistics is complete another bullshit.
Well.
I tried to treat all the wounded.
What do you mean you tried?
It wasn't easy, but I managed to treat all the wounded. I hope they'll be all right.
Great. The rest is in God's hands. There's nothing more we can do. Thanks, Henry. I'll go and have a look at the wounded later. Now you should take care of yourself. Here, this might come in handy.
Thanks. But I'll only take it if you don't need it.
I've got what I need. This was left over.
Are you finished for today?
Work like this is never finished. But you have to know when enough is enough. Otherwise it'll drive you mad.
It's tough seeing people you know and care about in such a state.
You can't let it get to you. Neither the good or the bad. If you don't think about who's lying in front of you, you can focus better on what you need to do.
So isn't there anyone here who you really care about?
No. That is, not anymore. But enough of all that. I'd like to think about something else.
Let's go and get something to drink so we can forget about it.
It sounds good. But if the men saw me tipsy, I'd never hear the end of it. The best thing we can do is go to sleep. If you like, there's a free bed in the cabin. The wind blows through the gaps, but if you don't mind a bit of a squeeze, we'll be warm this evening. I'll come and see you when you go to bed. At least this day will have a happier ending. Take care then, and have a pleasant evening. Could you find some room there for me? I'm awfully, awfully tired. And cold too.
Well, we shall have to do something about that.
But don't get too excited. As soon as I lie down, I'll sleep the sleep of the...
The just?
Something like that. But at least I don't have to worry about any bad dreams, since I'll be sleeping next to a knight.
No! Ma! Ah!
I am here, lad. And I'm coming for you.
Quickly barricade the gate! Hurry! Load up everything you get your hands on. Stones to the wall! All weapons to the gate!
Clara, what in the hell?
What the hell is going on?
Bit of a rude awakening.
Who are they? And where the fuck did they come from?
From the tower crest on their banners, looks like the Prague militia.
Good morning, Captain! Please forgive my abrupt departure without saying goodbye yesterday.
What do you want?
Lord Nebak here would like his castle back. My liege, Sir Otto, wants your head. And I have an account to settle with a certain bastard of Radzig's.
Lord Berghoff! Since when did the Chamberlain of our land ally himself with such filth?
Ever since Jobst and Wenceslas started allying with filth like you, Zizka. Sir Istvan Tod is a master of your craft. He harassed Wenceslas' allies, just as you did King Sigismund's. He did a good job in Zassau, and he would have done so here too, were it not for Hanush's pair of buffoons.
Smug little fucker was in his service the whole time.
But I have to admit, Captain Zizka, that you've been a much bigger thorn in our backsides than we care for. Fortunately, my friend Marquardt just happened to be passing, so... now your tricks won't help you anymore.
The executioner awaits you, Captain. But if you're sensible, we'll spare your companions.
Surrender!
Is there anywhere to sneak out of here?
Even if there were, they wouldn't get far.
No. And I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Lord von Berghoff! Sir Markvart! Lord Nebach! And you treacherous shit! Kiss our asses!
God, is this retribution for my sins?
Sorry, my friend. I'm afraid your castle will be needing some repairs.
It'll start soon enough.
Aye. The waiting is the worst of it.
Let's not get on our knees just yet. If we hold out, they'll parley.
We have a chance. Not a big one, but a chance.
Michael, you deal with the shooters. The tower must not fall.
Don't worry, we'll hold it. God be with you, fellas.
I'll be on the gate, but if they storm us, we'll definitely need help.
All right, I need everyone else on the battlements. So I don't forget, Henry. Mikesh said he and Kozlik would like to repay their debt to you. So tell me where to put them.
They can be back up at the gate.
As you wish.
God hear our prayer, and kick their St. Clement's arse today.
So, to the task, my friends. Fight in Chotno. Shoot those ones carrying the ladders. Exactly. Henry, find a halberd somewhere and knock them down. Slice them up. Repel the ladders. To the task.
Welcome to hell.
Forward. Keep going. Don't stop.
For
frog.
To me. Get him behind.
Fuck him up.
Get a shot.
Don't worry. Hurry. Those ladders. Hurry. Can you?
Got those. Watch out.
Keep going. Shoot.
Slap them up.
Those damn ladders down. That one hit the mark.
I'll shoot your head off. Watch out! I can't aim!
Leave him alone! Here's your sentence! Are you gonna get to the castle now?
Fuck! I can't get a shot in!
Take that, you little face!
Useless! I'm gonna shoot you!
Hey! I need a hand here!
Watch out! I can't aim!
No ves torn!
Don't kill him! This one's mine!
The gate must be held! To the gate! We have to hold them back!
I can't get a shot in!
last laugh, you whore sons! Now I'll show you! Right on the money! Fucking scumbag!
Hurry! Ha-ha! Bleeding like a stuck pig!
They're retreating! They're retreating! We fended them off! Ha! Blood flowing! Hey, Henry! I need your help!
I'll be right
I'll
with you.
shoot your head off!
It's bad.
What's wrong? We defended the gate, didn't we?
Aye, and we're holding the battlements on the tower. But they got into the lower castle. Our boys are getting hammered. We've got to get to their aid, right now!
I understand. I'll go with you.
Nice strike! I'll chop you up, you kid! Dead!
Ha-ha! You never saw that coming! Yeah! Don't spare him!
Get ready to leave this life!
Surely he can't take us! You're mine!
You fight like an old hag.
You got it.
Ooh, they got what they wanted. We did it, eh?
Ah, I hope so. But unfortunately, it isn't over yet. Something's happening up top. We have to go back quickly.
Oh, Sakra. When will this be over, Zizka?
As soon as we kick their asses!
I'm gonna
Kind
shoot
of
you!
gone.
Get ready to leave this Let's see what you can do! Cover your head!
Good name!
I can't aim like that!
We've got to fall back!
Everyone back to the tower! Now!
Hurry! There's more coming!
Fuck!
They're done for. Bollocks. They won't get into the tower easily. They'll parley, you'll see. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
What the fuck is that?
Get ready!
pater noster, quies in caelus.
Hey!
Et debiti nobis debitar nostra sicut.
Take cover!
Et nos dimitimus debitoribus nostris.
Everyone away from the wall.
Et ne nos inducas in tentationem. But deliver us from evil.
Help me! Someone! I'm fucking stuck! Henry! For the love of God!
I told you we should have made a run for it. Aye. We should have taken off. At least then we wouldn't have to listen to your blathering.
Well, the last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna do that again.
Well, that's just what I'm afraid of, Henry. Honor's a splendid thing. You won't be much use to anyone as a corpse.
The great thing about corpses is that they keep their mouths shut. They're not dead yet.
Well, if it hadn't been for that diabolical invention, we'd have stood a chance.
Show some respect, priest. Sir Otto christened this little beauty himself. He named it Finger of God. Whoever it points at, poof!
Stop! Halt! Pull up!
What is it, sir?
We part ways here, Istvan. I need someone to keep watch on Trotsky while I'm with the king. Take the captives with you, and get what you can out of them. We need to know what the Jobst and the Leipa lords are plotting.
With the greatest pleasure, sir.
Don't spare them. And when they sing, send me a message with what you found out. But the young lord of Fjarkstein will be coming along with me. He's too valuable a commodity. He'll come in handy as a hostage, if Hanush tries any tricks. And here are the orders from King Sigismund, so you know what to question them about, and where to find us. And I'm counting on you to keep my castle in one piece until I return.
Rest assured, my lord.
Good.
Forwards! Listen to him, Ernest. Like a child of the night. Beautiful music, isn't it?
Go to hell!
But now the fun's over. I don't have all night to deal with you. I have 2 more guests to attend to, and I want to get some sleep.
Sleep sweetly while you can.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. I've had a couple of hard, nerve-wracking days, but in the end, everything went according to plan. And what's more, I have this wonderful entertainment before bedtime. I'll sleep the sleep of the dead.
I hope you do.
Literally. You'd do better to say your prayers, priest. It'll be your turn soon.
You'll rot in hell.
Do you think people like me are afraid of hell? The powerful lords invoke hell to keep simpletons like you in line. God doesn't give a shit about me, and the feeling's mutual. What's the penance for such blasphemy, priest? How many are fathers and all that shit, eh?
Your penance will be to drown in shit.
You're quite witty for a priest. I like you. But now back to work.
Sir, the other one just came round too.
Excellent. As soon as we're done with the captain here, we'll turn our attention to him.
Leave the captain alone, you swine.
Would you look at that? You've still got some fire in you. But don't worry, you'll get your turn.
I said, leave him alone. He doesn't know anything.
Sir Istvan told you to shut up.
It's time to start singing, Captain. Where are Jobst of Luxembourg and Jan of Liechtenstein?
Why do you think I've got anything to do with that fucking traitor?
Turncoat? Now, don't tell me there are disputes in King Wenceslas's camp. That would sadden me. But I'm afraid Jobst's latest treachery was directed at King Sigismund. And that's why I'm asking you. Where is he?
Kiss my ass.
It seems you don't value your life. To be fair, though, if I were in your shoes, I'd probably want it to be all over quickly, too. So we'll see how your new best friend Henry is doing.
I'll kill you. And your Eric will have to watch. And as soon as I'm finished with you, I'll gut him as well.
I'll pretend you never said that. Now you have one last chance. I'll repeat the question, but this is the last time I ask nicely. Jobst and Liechtenstein, where are they? What were they doing in Ratai?
I don't know anything about those two. Really.
Don't take me for a fool, boy.
I don't. But you're not what you're pretending to be either. I keep thinking, why is he doing it? What's behind it? You pretend to be cruel, but you take good care of Eric. Someone must have really hurt you. Am I right?
Hear that? He's concerned about other people's souls while he's being tortured. That's a first for me. Listen, you bastard. Stop talking shit and answer my questions.
The reason I'm interested is it might come in handy when I'm torturing Eric.
You're only making things worse for yourself. Let's try this again. Jobst and Liechtenstein, where are they? Why did they meet with Radzig? What do they have planned?
I don't know anything. So you can put an end to this now and save yourself the effort.
You think you can wriggle out of this so easily and that I'll kill you without getting what I want? Even if it's just a bit of pleasure? No, no. I honestly don't understand why you're trying to play the hero. On account of your cronies here? The captain already told me plenty, and the priest here is shaking like a leaf. He won't last long.
I told you nothing, you whoreson!
You told me more than you think. And you ought to get some rest. So, Jobst and that other bastard, Liechtenstein. Where are they? What are they doing? What was discussed in Ratai?
All right. I'll tell you what I know about them.
At last! Not hard, is it? Go on then.
Jobst has a big problem. He lent money to Sigismund, who promised him Brandenburg in return. Only Sigismund isn't paying, and the Brandenburgers aren't just gonna yield to him. So now he's acting like he's working for a good cause, but in fact he's just playing his own game. He has a grudge against Sigismund, and the Liechtensteiners are the same. They lent money to Wenceslas in return for Breslau. Only if Wenceslas loses the throne, there's no one to confirm the deal.
That's all very well, and it may even be true. But it tells me nothing about where they are now and what they're doing. Well, had enough at last? Can we start being serious finally? Is it worth suffering like this to protect that traitor and turncoat Jobst? Do you think letting yourself be killed will do any good? This is not your war! Now listen up. If you tell me what I want to know, I'll stop. And I'll get von Bergau to demand a ransom for you from Radzig. Then you'll be able to go back to that shithole of yours.
All right. I'll tell you everything.
Well now, a bit of sense at last. You can start with what was discussed in RatEmperor.
Jobst wants to stand up to Sigismund. And he needs allies.
So, the Margrave has made his gambit. Fancy that. And where is he now?
I don't know. He's looking for allies. So I suppose he's on the move. He spoke of Brno and Brandenburg.
That's a good start. And what about his lackey, young Lord Liechtenstein?
He was sent to Kuttenberg.
Fancy that. Right under Sigismund's nose. I don't suppose he's on a diplomatic mission, is he?
No. He's supposed to be spying there.
Of course. What else? Now, that wasn't so hard, was it? Well then, that will do for today. See? All you had to do was cooperate a bit, and now it's all over. Wasn't all that blood spilt needlessly. Now rest up. You'll need a lot of strength for tomorrow. There's a lot more I want to know. Good night, gentlemen. Well, that's that. Find Eric for me. He's going on a little trip.
Does running for it still seem like a bad idea to you?
You know, the worst of it is that we betrayed the others. And now they'll get the same as us.
Don't feel so bad about it, lad. Everyone breaks under torture. It's only a matter of time. Hey. Can you hear that? About time, Catherine. What took you so long?
You a bit longer if you like.
Wait. You? So that's why you pretended not to know me this whole time?
Did you work that out all by yourself?
And that's why you killed that man by the pond?
I wouldn't let anyone put their filthy heads on my most loyal sister-in-arms, would I?
So you did recognize me after that?
You think I'd forget someone who saved my life? You behaved like an utter madman who's tired of life. But I'm grateful to you, Henry.
I'm not tired of life. I'll just never run away from a fight again.
Like I said, a madman. Are you all right?
I'll live. But everything else won't be so straightforward.
What about you two?
Better than I probably look.
He didn't pay all that much attention to me. We haven't met, my dear. Godwin's the name.
Catherine. But this isn't the time for pleasantries. We have to get out of here.
The lass is right.
Get out of here? How?
I've thought of that. There's a secret passageway that leads right from the basement to the Apollonia Rocks.
A secret passage?
That's right.
Good work, Kate.
Thank Christ. So what are we waiting for?
Don't count your chickens yet. It won't be that simple. There's an iron gate at the start of the passage. We won't be able to force it, we need the key. And the Lord of the Castle has it.
And right now, that's the Hungarian.
Sacra.
Where can we find him?
In his chambers at the top of the Crone Tower, most likely. That's the smaller tower on the far side of the castle.
Getting hold of the orders he got from von Berghoff would also come in handy.
And our things.
Istvan had your things taken to his chambers. And the documents will be in either the scribe's chambers or von Berghoff's.
How many people are there in the castle?
That's one thing working in our favor. A lot of them left with von Berghoff. Here in the upper castle, there's just Istvan and a couple of men. There are more in the lower courtyard, but we don't have to worry about them. Besides, there's a storm on the way, so they'll all be inside.
I'll take care of Istvan and get the keys.
Sure. That's a brilliant plan.
Someone has to. And I'm in no state to do it myself.
Don't worry. I'll do it. I have a score to settle with him anyway.
And that's just what I'm afraid of.
He said he wants to get some sleep. With any luck, the lad will find him in bed.
The two of us can go.
Don't take this the wrong way, Godwin. But Henry has to be stealthy, and you'd just get in his way. What's more, we need to search our tower, find von Berghoff's orders. And to keep guard. If someone came, Catherine wouldn't be able to handle him on her own. And I can't help her in this state.
Have you forgotten, Zizka? I'm supposed to bring him home in one piece.
Don't worry, he can cope. Someone who can hack me in the face won't have any difficulty with that fucking Hungarian midget.
All right, then. Be careful. And don't take unnecessary risks. No fucking around. Just cut his throat while he's asleep.
It's not every day you hear a priest handing out advice on throat cutting. But I'll follow it. All right, let's split up. I'll take care of Istvan and search the scribe's chambers on the way. And you, Godwin, see what you can find in von Berghoff's chambers.
If I must.
It's just... I could do with some kind of armor. And a weapon to sort out that bastard. He may be lower than vermin, but I don't want to strangle him with my bare hands.
I don't think the poor bastard who was guarding us will need his stuff anymore. Robbing the dead may be a sin, but I'm sure Father here will turn a blind eye.
Aye. Although, Turning a blind eye is more your thing, Zizka.
Wait, Henry. I'll give you my knife. I won't need it here.
Thanks.
I'll take care of Jan. Hurry. Now hold still. This is going to hurt.
It's not so terrible.
No? The last time you got this kind of a thrash, you were near Budweiser. You nearly met your maker.
You're exaggerating.
The great Jan Zizka always has to be a hero, even if it costs him his life. And I, looks that I am, bother him by caring whether he lives or dies. You shouldn't talk. You'll just strain yourself.
Okay. What I need is a lockpick. And if I find that, I'm not gonna leave any survivors over here. Sorry, boys. Nothing personal, but well, except it is freaking personal.
Like red wine, I'll drink your love until I die.
Well, I think there's a lockpick in one of the chests in this tower. I just need to find it. There we go. So much for the moral approach, what can I say?
What do you want?
Taste my steel!
Fuck that. You wanna...
no escape!
What do you want? Take that fucker out, damn it! You wanna try me? Fucker! Show your stuff! Come on then!
Right, I'm bleeding. Is there seriously no bandage here? Oh shit. Oh, I think I know. That's not quite enough.
Nothing at all. The subtle here.
I think I'll find bandages in the bathhouse. There we go. I'm still bleeding a bit, but I'll sort it out.
You're a dead man. You won't get me. Fuck that.
Might be some bandages up here. Guess not. Finally.
Ride the horse into the ground if you like. You'll pass through Senates. That belongs to the Rosenbergs, and they'll give you a fresh one. Here's a report for von Berghoff. I almost felt sorry for Radzig's bastard. But we got what we want. The main thing is, find Job's spy, Liechtenstein.
What's the matter? You worried about me?
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
You've grown into a very capable young man. But you still have to learn to fight for your place in the sun. Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
I won't forget that.
Farewell.
Farewell, dear boy.
Okay. Gotta be a bit careful. Oh, I guess I need to go for the building.
Damnation.
Well, I can try and find another lockpick. I mean, I don't necessarily need it, but let's see what's in. Damn it. What? Are you serious? Oh, there we go. Nope. Now what I'm after. Okay. 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 Just open this chest over here. That's not worth it. Not really. Some soap. Well, I'll be honest, I could use some real armor, but I'll make do. Oh, I can get some healing potions here. No, not here, but... Pay indulgences for what? Like, it's pretty stupid that it counts as robbing people here. Just saying. Okay. Well. So what do I need? Nettle, belladonna. Though I don't necessarily need, well, I guess I should make wine, nettle, and belladonna. Okay. So just wait for this to be over, and I'll get my saving potions. There we go. So what do I need? Nettle and marigold. Don't have nettle, unfortunately. Well, that's not really going to be too much of an issue. I actually need the saving potions more.
You just won't give up, will you? You know, I actually like that about you. It reminds me of someone.
I'm not like you.
Indeed. Last time you let me go. That's not my style. And it came back to haunt you. So, what's it gonna be? Fair fight? Or are you finally going to learn?
There was something I wanted to ask you before I end it with you.
You're damn sure of yourself. That's another way you're like me. But go ahead and ask. The night is young. I'm in no hurry.
Why the hell did you join Zizka?
You didn't understand what I said before? Or have you forgotten?
I never believed a word you said.
Believe it or not, I spoke the truth. I should have put a stop to him and taken over his band. And I could have. Cutthroats like that don't give a shit who they're killing or why.
Didn't quite work out for you, though. Von Bergov didn't even know where you were holed up.
Zizka was more cautious and faster than I expected. But you lot weren't too successful either. So just what are we accusing each other of here?
Tell me one thing. Why? Why Zizka? Why Von Bergov? Why choose this life?
I'll give you a piece of advice in life, lad. We're just pawns on the chessboard. You can't change anything. Nobody will give you anything. You're just there to be exploited and sacrificed. So it's up to you alone to grab whatever you can and join the right side, because the stronger dog
fucks the bitches.
See that? At least you've learned one thing from me.
That's just stupid tough talk.
If you say so. You asked why Sigismund? Because you morons are trying to rescue a king who's a drunkard so that the local noblemen can continue their thieving in a land without a ruler. While Sigismund has the Turks on his borders, but has to deal with your petty squabbles instead. And you can't imagine what will happen if he fails to stop the Turks. To you two, to all of us, I lived through it.
So you joined the right side? How is Sigismund the right side?
The stronger one. The victorious one. That's the right side.
You think Sigismund will win?
Come on, lad. Who else? Your band of peasants from Lower Swamphole led by a turngoat who wants to save the king of the wineskins? How are you lot going to do that? And what will you have out of it? What's your plan for the future?
You're just the first name in a long list. Mark Vart von Aulitz, Otto von Berghoff, and I won't forget your beloved Eric. Don't you worry.
And then, the entire League of Lords? The Prague Councillors? Or will you kill Sigismund? Who put them on your list? The Pope? And what will you do when you're finished with that mission? Revenge doesn't give life meaning. It's just childish nonsense. It won't feed you. You can't fuck it. That said, it's necessary sometimes. I can't deny that.
Well, you needn't concern yourself about that. Because I'll be starting with you. Where on earth do you get the idea that we're the same?
Because we are. War took your home and family. Do you think you're the only one? No, you're not. But as well as taking, the war also gave our lives meaning. Yours, mine, just like everyone caught up in it.
Whatever meaning war gave to you, it gave me an entirely different one. I want to end it, not get rich from it.
You trying to make me laugh? You want to stop the war started by King Wenceslas's incompetence by helping that same Wenceslas? Sigismund is just trying to clean up the mess he made.
By murdering and plundering?
Fight fire with fire. The Czech nobles were given a chance, but instead of taking advantage of it, they started to rebel.
Oh? And why do you think, eh?
Why? Because a weak king was just what they wanted. Everyone did whatever they wanted and exploited the situation for their own benefit, including your father and Hanush. And Sigismund would put an end to that. That's all that's behind it.
Don't try those games of yours on me.
Games? We're here alone and I'm unarmed. There are only a few soldiers here. There's nothing to stop you killing them. We're on opposite sides. I've already lived through your whole life. I'm only trying to advise you that.
Oh, yeah? And what is it you suggest?
Like I already said, look after number one. Side with the strong. Loyalty is all very well, but the noblemen are just out for themselves too. Who knows if Radzig will think twice about you when the war ends.
You're no judge of people. But I'm afraid your life will be over before this war is, so you won't get the chance to see how my father behaves.
I'm still alive, you bastard.
I think we've spoken enough about our so-called similarities.
Whatever you say.
Where did you find that Eric of yours?
Eric had the same fate as you.
Right. So you're like me, Eric's like me. Who else is like me? Otto von Berghoff? Sigismund?
Eric's an orphan, like us. I found him during a raid in Moravia.
Found him? During a raid? So you made him an orphan?
War is a nasty business.
That's what I keep hearing.
Eric's a common villager. Like you. Even more than you, in fact. His father wasn't a nobleman, but a peasant.
You speak about him like he was your son. Or when I saw you in the courtyard, there was something more to it. You love him.
Do what you like. Take your revenge if you can. Drown me in blood if you want. But leave him be, please.
Are you begging me? We've hardly got started, and you're already begging.
Yes.
I'm begging you.
In the end, see, I was right. The stronger dog fucks the bitches.
Okay. Well, first off, I am going to reload the save I just had because I want to do a proper save before this conversation. Okay. And then I will reload this one. I just want to have to.
I hope the bastard didn't have those keys on him.
Ah.
I'll take a look in his chambers upstairs.
I wouldn't be worried about that, Henry. He probably did have the keys on him. Okay. Oh, at least he's gone. And we got our ship back. I'll keep that shield. Well, let's see. Okay. That's it. Okay, up I go. All right. So what do we have? Well built. That will help. Heraclesa. Alright, I need to find Godwin.
I think we have everything. We can go.
You took our things.
I did.
We have the orders. Let's get out of this accursed place.
Great. Do you have the keys?
We have the keys, the orders, and our things.
And also a rather nice sword. I suppose you settled things with the Hungarian.
Before you lot start exchanging revenge stories, give me the keys. I have to find the right one.
Here you are. Istvan is dead. I killed him.
And is it a weight off your shoulders? Has anything changed?
Well, I'm worried I'm starting to become like him.
Come off it. You're nothing like him.
Are you sure? Didn't I just throw a defenseless man out of a window?
What would he have done in your place? Do you think that he'd suffer pangs of remorse? Bollocks, he would. He was a piece of shit. And the world's a better place without him.
Amen.
How did you do it, though? The way I told you to? Or did you take needless risks?
He was awake. It was almost like he was waiting for me. And then... it just got out of hand. Luckily, it worked out all right. For me.
For all of us. If it hadn't, me or Godwin would have to kill him. And I'm not in the best condition.
And what's more, I'd have to take your body back to Ratai and explain everything to Sir Radzig.
If you've all finished chatting, I'd like to remind you where we are. We have to vanish, now!
Is it far? Zizka won't make it too far on foot.
I'll make it.
How should I know? I've never been here before. I think the passage ends somewhere in Apollonia, and that's a short way from the castle. There's an old poacher's camp in the rocks there, and my people will be waiting there. You go first, Henry, and light the way. I'll lock the gate behind us.
Well, let's go then. I just hope we won't get buried alive.
In that case, at least we'll have a burial with a priest.
Depends. I've heard many things over a tankard of beer in a tavern.
What did you expect? An underground palace?
Oh, you mean, a bit of glowing moss.
I'd have imagined the secret tunnel would be more like a Minotaur's labyrinth than Crix. Well, this.
Mino who?
The Minotaur was a monster. A man with a head of a bull. A maze. It's an ancient classical myth. I read it in the seminary.
I know a lot of bull-headed men. I don't have to read any old tales in some seminary. Right, Zizka?
Catherine?
And how did this mini tower of yours come to have a bull's head? Maybe that would explain how it happens to all those other fellas.
Well, his mother, Queen Pasiphae, had relations with the mythical White Bull. By which I'm not implying the same goes for the captors here.
Very wise.
And what happened to this Mino bullman?
He was killed by the Athenian prince Theseus, though I have to add he had quite a bit of help from Princess Ariadne. She gave him a magical thread to help him find his way out of the labyrinth.
Monsters and princesses with magical thread? Oh, must have been an interesting seminary, eh?
I used it to polish my Greek.
I think I can figure out what you were polishing.
There's a whole different kind of literature in the seminary for that.
Oh?
Fresh air at last. Now, if we had a little wine...
They've noticed we're gone. Fuck. How far are your people with the horses?
Young Mika will be waiting half a mile to the south, at an old camp.
I need to rest.
Supposing we take a look at Sigismund's letter. See what the bastard is plotting. Oh, good idea. Here, give me some light. And let me see. I, Sigismund of Luxembourg, by the will of God, King of Hungary, Dalmatia, and Bohemia.
Oh, Christ, skip that.
And I therefore call my loyal ally... Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
What does it mean?
It means that he's lost patience. And he's planning to crush the resistance while he still can.
So, von Burgov and von Aulitz have gone to Kuttenberg?
Yeah. And my friend Hinek of Kunstadt is at Suchtal Fortress, not far from Kuttenberg. And Liechtenstein is in Kuttenberg too. We have to warn them.
And we have to help Capon?
Yeah, but first we must get away from here. Only he can't get far on foot.
I'll bring the horses to the road. You wait here.
But the place is crawling with them.
You go ahead. They'll give up in a while. We'll move further back inside.
When you meet Mika, the password is Falcon. God go with you, lad.
Everyone ready? We're looking for an old priest and man. Who's there? They're killing. Armed and dangerous.
You Mika?
Depends on who's asking.
I'm Henry. I'm here to... Falcon. The password is Falcon.
Alright. I'm Mika. Where's Catherine?
It all went tits up. We've got a wounded man. We need to take the wagon all the way to the passage to load him on. Where is it, anyway?
We left the wagon and the horses just outside of Apollonia. The soldiers are combing the forest. Nobody can get through till they stop. Fuck! I thought we could sneak out of here. But if someone's wounded...
You don't look too good neither.
Listen, my brother and the butcher's hand are guarding the wagon. But if we don't show up by daybreak, that means something's gone wrong, and they'll leave. Someone has to tell them what happened.
Right, I'll go. Go and find Catherine in the cave. She'll fix you up. Where exactly is the wagon?
Keep heading south from here until you come across a cliff split in two. There's a broken down wagon standing nearby. Go between the rocks, up the hill, then head south. If you pass by an abandoned camp, you'll know you're going the right way. It's another mile or so past the camp. Just keep heading south. You should come across them there. We're parked a bit off the road, so as not to be seen.
Right.
Don't forget to say the password Falcon to them too, so they don't kill you on sight.
Right.
Good luck. God be with you.
With you. Broken wagon. I have to head up the hill here. I should keep going south from here.
Fucking hell. Catch my death of cold out here.
Want to try me? Come on, then! Sacra, what the...
For the cross!
I'll rip your ass open! You want to try me? Bad luck.
Death!
God's will! Right! Come on, then!
Going the wrong way.
Vulcan. Catherine sent me. Things got a bit complicated.
Carry straight on to Yichin. The merchant road will take you right to Kuttenberg.
But you're not coming with us?
No. I have to go back to Razig and Hanush and tell them what's been planned and what happened to Lord Capen. Like, it's high time you got going. Watch out for yourselves. Especially you, Henry. I don't have to come back and look for your body again.
I'll do my best.
Look, if you find yourself stuck, look for Sir Odorin of Rabosh and give him this ring. He'll help you, even if he's not too happy about it.
Godspeed!
So, we finally got him. How does it feel?
I said, how does it feel? Do you really think you could get rid of me? No, no, dear boy. You and I still have a lot of work to do.
Henry? Are you hurt? You fell asleep. Are you all right?
sometime later. Well, nope, that was not my intention. Anyway, that's been sorted out. Pretty fun, but that's enough. Solid gameplay section. Not gonna complain about it. But I'm glad to be done with Trotsky. That's one of the reasons I hate Trotsky. It's like it forces you to twice go for the same castle. So let's see. So